have one of your besties here today to talk about
surrounded by my besties.
Yes.
About a children's book that we co-created. Her name is Jordana Hutchins. She's here in our studio this morning. Come on over here. Last summer, Jordana calls me and she goes, "Hey B, how about creating a children's book based on your childhood about overcoming childhood bullying?" And I was like, I'm in it. I'm with you. So I just had to ask you really quick, what inspired you, like in the middle of the summer? Was it just like a dream to like pick up the phone and be like, I want to write a book about little Brandon's childhood and now we can help other kids out there? Like, how did it even come to be?
It came to be through you. So the book itself, the idea didn't happen a couple years ago, but when you released Mascara Boy and we're talking about everything that you've been through and being so open, it was such an inspiration to me. And I always tell Brandon, he truly inspired my own healing. Like, I have my own childhood trauma that I didn't think was bothering me. I had never dealt with until really having lunches with him again and being comfortable enough because of who he is to start dealing with that. So I knew I wanted to do something like how Brandon was helping someone. I didn't know how to do that. And then last summer, maybe it's the pandemic effect of we all reevaluated our careers, our lives, its importance to us. And I was like, oh no, something needs to change here. So I left TV news and I work for the American Cancer Society now, but I've always written and done some children's rhyming books, kind of therapeutic or for friends who had kids. And I knew I wanted to write because I had a little time off between jobs. And I was like, what do I write about? What do I write about? And I turned on my nightstand and there is Mascara Boy. And I was like, oh my God. And I remembered having a brunch with Brandon. He was telling me anecdotes from being a boy and things that had happened. And it just, honestly, in 2 days, I wrote it in 2 days and then collaborated with him because I called him up, I was like, B, and then once he got involved, then rewrote.
What did it feel like for you going through this process, especially given that you at the same time were understanding your own childhood trauma and things that you wanted to heal from?
It was really therapeutic. It's hard to describe a feeling when you get it. It was like a peaceful feeling, and it kind of started bringing other things in life that I might have been stressed about and just really like what's important and pushed the other stuff away and kind of gave me just a clearer sense of purpose in life in general.
What does it feel like now? I mean, you went outside the box, you changed careers a bit. I mean, after working in TV news for many years, now you're working at the Cancer Society, which is a wonderful organization. You're writing books, children's books, and you're doing all these creative things. So what does that feel like for you on your journey?
It's empowering. It's empowering. It feels like, people might have said this before, but when every little part of your life has come together and you always know like there's a reason for it, but you don't see what the reason is. And then when you get to a point where it's all kind of come full circle, that's what it feels like right now. It feels like that full circle moment where all these things and all these places I've been and all these things I've done and lessons I've learned and being, back with Brandon again, that's what it was supposed to have been.
I've done a lot of reporting on bullying and the long-lasting effects that it can have. And so I think that this book is so important, and it's just beautiful that the two of you came together in such a special way to do it. So where can people find, when does it get released?
May 2nd.
May 2nd.
Yeah, it comes out May 2nd, and go ahead.
So May is Mental Health Awareness Month, so we really wanted to release it then and have an impact with that and combine with that to raise awareness. And May 7th is Children's Mental Health Awareness Day, which is very important because I know during the pandemic, everyone's mental health is important. We've talked a lot about adults, but I don't think a lot of people have really dive deeper into how it's impacting children.
That's a really important thing to say.
And it really does introduce the arts as a way for any kid to express themselves in a more healthy way.
Yeah, and that's the thing, like acting out. Like I had dance when I was growing up, so it wasn't, painting, but it was a creative outlet. It was art. So, and a lot of kids aren't introduced to that if they don't have a teacher or a parent who's done it or who knows to introduce them. So hopefully too, adults will be able to use this as a tool to help children too, to say, oh, maybe this is how I can help my son or daughter.
Yeah. It's beautiful, and the illustrations were done by
a girl named Kylie. She actually does some of our graphic designs on many things, and I actually met her through a friend in recovery. And Kylie, and her last name is so hard to pronounce, so I'm going to call her Kylie K. Kylie K. Her name is on the book cover. Illustrations by Kylie K. I'm not even going to butcher her last name. I'm not going to do that to her, but it's called Splat, Brandon's Big Fit. You can actually pre-order now.
SplatBrandonsBigFit.com, and we're also on Instagram, Splat Brandon's Big Fit.